Now coming to a very very important segment, and because of which LangChains are very popular, that is agents. So agent, the concept of agent is very very close to the concept of chains, but with the exception. So as I told you while explaining chains, that chains are very hard coded. So they are chains for specific tasks. Chains are not flexible, but this is not the case with agents. So basically, in case of an agent, the sequence of actions that would be taken is not predefined in case, but this is predefined in case of chain. So as we were discussing the SQL database chain in the previous example, there everything internally is decided. Ki you would be first going to the database, I will be fetching the data, and eventually I will be generating a response query. In case of agent, that is not the case. If interacting with the database is not required, like for example, if you have sent hi, this is me, this doesn't require interaction with the SQL database, right? So eventually, agents will skip that. So agents are more intelligent and are more flexible as compared to chains. So in case of agents, the backend uses some LLM to decide over which action to take. So not just for generating response, but for even choosing the action, agent LLMs are used, but in case of chains, this is hard coded. Also, agents are more diverse, and you can integrate multiple different types of tools. So, in case of chains, as I told you, they would be serving a particular purpose, but this is not the case with chains, with not with agents. You can have multiple agendas for an agent. So, for example, you can have an agent that has access to Google search, maths calculator, and retriever for some external documents. So, these are three different tools that we're adding to the agent. Now, for example, for such an agent, if I ask a question, "Hello LLM," it would be able to give an answer, and it won't break. But in case of a chain, providing this multiple diverse functionality is very very difficult. And even if you do it, you need to hard code the whole code. And eventually, if you ask it, "Hello LLM," it might break down also, or might give you bogus answer also, because it is not able to pass through these three stages properly, because these three stages are hard coded for a chain, if there's a chain exists for such a case. So if you want a more flexible and dynamic app, agents are a better option. But if your use case is very very constant, like for example, you just wish to build a NER model, no entity recognition, in that case chains are better. So creating an agent is quite easy. So in this particular example, I would be creating an agent that has access to Google search results using the SERP API wrapper. So SERP API, you need to have a SERP API. Then you need to get an LM object. Then you need to create a tool. So tool is basically a functionality that agent is able to do. So here you can see that the tool name is current search. Search.run useful when you need to answer questions about current state of the world. So if whatever prompt you give it, the the agent will decide whether to use this particular tool, that is current search, for giving it answer or not. Then we'll be initializing the agent and we'll be asking it questions. What happened in G20 meeting 2003 that happened in Delhi? So for this, the agent should be able to recognize that I need to access the internet, and eventually it will be able to use this tool. You can have multiple diverse tools that you can check in my channel, how you can create a agent which can have multiple tools and which can have custom tools also, which are not provided by Langchain.